Welcome to the Loan Arranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, and yes, I am the Loan Arranger out here on this beautiful weekend. Hoping you're enjoying the day. Beautiful Sunday. I'm going to tell you something. It is an amazing time to be out looking to buy or sell property. And I'm in the business of helping folks just like you become homeowners if you're not one already. But I'm also in the business of making sure that you maximize your profits when it comes to making money in real estate. I'm out buying properties right now. Matter of fact, I'll be in Daytona this week looking at more properties to purchase, and I'm also looking at some properties in Ocala right now. So I'm all over the place, but I'm looking for real opportunities, and they're still out there, guys. So in this show, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on in the market. What are interest rates doing? Is it still a good time to buy? What's happening with the balance of sellers versus buyers? So I'd like to get right on into it. But before we do, I want you to know, if you are out and about and you're listening to this and you know anybody that's looking to buy a home and looking over the weekend, let me know. I'll connect you with a great real estate agent if you don't have one already. If you are a great real estate agent and you would like to go through my process on becoming one of my preferred real estate agents, then we do a little bit of research. We want to make sure that you're a great fit for our clients. We want to check out your credentials. And I'll be honest with you, I don't always look for the real estate agent that has the most years experience. I look at the real estate agent that cares the most about the client. And do they meet certain demands? Are they a good negotiator? Do they return phone calls? Are they polite on the phone? Do they dress well? Are they, do they know the area inside and out? And I believe it's important to choose the real estate agent in that area that you're looking in. I can help you with that. All you have to do is pick up the phone and give me a call at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. That is my phone number, and you can text that number as well. So make sure that if you have a question and you'd like to talk to me and you don't want to get on the air with me, that's okay. A lot of folks don't. You can text me and I'll answer your question. If I can get to it on the air, I will most certainly do it. Now, if you're out looking at property now, or you want to get out on the road and look at property, I have loan officers on call all weekend. This whole long weekend, I got loan officers on call. I mentioned it on my show yesterday with Cleve and I on the Loveland Report and the Loan Arranger Radio Show. And I want you to know that anytime you need a loan officer, I've got them available for you. 365. Well, that's not entirely true. I'm not gonna interrupt my loan officers in the middle of the night, but 365 days a year. We're always available. We want to make sure that you understand that buying a home is more than just the interest rate. The interest rate's important. We all get it. But what's really important is you actually get the house that you want. Now, when do you think people negotiate real estate transactions? During the middle of the day? Not mostly. Offers are made after hours and on the weekends. Can you call your credit union on the weekend or after hours? No. Can you call your bank after hours and on the weekend? No. Is a loan officer going to respond to you quickly? No. Are you going to a queue somewhere in India? Probably. Those are the things that we don't want. We're never that. We have a receptionist. If you don't know what that is, it's a person that physically answers the phone and guides you in the right direction to the right person to talk to. We have live people right here in the United States of America. Can you believe it? In our own city, ready to help you out. So, and we're not a call center, by the way. That is not us. We are not just a mill that has a bunch of people answering phone calls like Rocket Mortgage. That is not us. We are personalized service and great rates at the same time. We make sure that we are part of the transaction from start to finish. So a lot of people say, well, what more involvement might you have as a mortgage lender? Well, I can tell you what more involvement I might have as a mortgage lender. If you are fully pre-approved with me, I can contact, and first of all, I'll let your real estate agent know. We make sure you are 100% qualified and approved for the type of financing so that you can confidently go out and negotiate a transaction. Now, when you're in negotiation, do you think that it's not uncommon, and it's getting better, but it's still not uncommon, that you might be in a multiple offer situation? Well, if the house is priced right, you probably are in a multiple offer situation. You probably are negotiating up against 2, 3, 4 other people. Now, we're not negotiating against 20 other people like we were last year, but there's usually 2, 3, 4, 5 people that want the same property. So we're in negotiation on that. Now, what makes you better and more qualifiable, or at least in the eyes of the seller, a more attractive offer? Is it just the price? No, it's not just the price. I can tell you, if it's just the price, most transactions will fall apart because people are smart. They'll go in and offer higher and then reduce their price once the appraisal comes in or the home inspection. And listing agents know that. So if you come in too high, they know, you know what, you're just trying to get in the game, and then you're going to try to renegotiate later. Here's what makes the difference. You have to be positioned so that the seller and the listing agent perceive you as being a reliable transaction, that you're going to close on time. Now, most of them look at what type of financing are you getting, because if most of them, and this is incorrect information, but I'm going to tell you what their perception is. The perception is that if you, the client, are getting a conventional loan, you are more qualified or better qualified than if you're getting an FHA, VA, or USDA loan. Now, the reality of that is not a true statement at all. From a lender that's been doing this for over 33 years and closed tens of thousands of transactions, I'm going to tell you a conventional buyer is not better qualified than an FHA or VA buyer. They're not. Who is best qualified and what is the best loan to look at for the most qualified buyer? There isn't one. The real results are how well does that client qualify for the type of loan that they're applying for. Now is an FHA or VA buyer at a disadvantage in any aspect of the transaction? Yes. If the property has severe deferred maintenance, it's probably not the best choice for FHA and VA. But if the property is in safe, sound, and sanitary condition, which is their guideline, their guidelines don't say it has to have a refrigerator or stove. It says safe, sound, and sanitary. So if the property's in a safe, sound, and sanitary condition, and part of that would be you have to have screens on the windows. You have to have, you can't have wood rot all over the place. You can't have leaky faucets. That's not safe, sound, and sanitary. So if it's safe, sound, and sanitary, which loan program is best? Well, I can tell you what, I can show you where I can show you a VA buyer putting no money down is better qualified and will close easier and close faster than your conventional loan putting 30% down. It just depends on the buyer. What's the buyer's credit score? What are their reserves look like? How long have they been on the job? Is there commission income? Are they self-employed? There's all kinds of factors that go into it that I determine. So if I put my stamp, my name on a pre-approval letter, I can guarantee you that deal's going to closing. And here's where I put my money where my mouth is. So I want you to ask any lender that you're dealing with right now. And if you're out there shopping right now and you say, well, I've already got a lender, I'm already pre-approved, I can tell you, you would be better off to stop that transaction and switch over to me, because here's the deal. Once you are pre-approved with me, meaning you've given me all your documents, I will physically call the listing agent and I will let them know my guarantee. And my guarantee is that if I do not close my client on the closing date for any reason whatsoever that has to do with my buyer, if I don't close it on the closing date, I'll pay their seller up to $500 per day, maximized at $5,000, $500 a day for every day we miss the closing. Every day we miss the closing. Do you think I'm going to miss the closing? I can tell you one thing. I'm not missing the closing. I don't want to pay $500 a day, and I won't. So you come to me for your financing, your chances on getting chosen as the winning offer are elevated considerably when they are comparing your offer to other offers on the table. Because when they see Rocket Mortgage, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, any one of those lenders out there, they will not make that offer. And I'm going to tell you something. If you think that the big companies aren't the first one to go, you know what, we're just not quite ready for closing, we're going to have to make an extension on the contract, I think for me, when a lender asks for an extension, that shows that they are incompetent. There should be very few reasons that an extension is necessary on a transaction. Here's the reasons they should be able. The property didn't appraise. There's inspections that won't come through. There's title issues. There's something wrong with the property that came up on public records. Any of those are not the buyer can't control that. But if the lender did their due diligence, then the buyer should be well qualified before they even set foot on a property to even look at. If I was a listing agent, I wouldn't let a realtor show my property unless they showed me a copy of their buyer's pre-approval. Why? There's other buyers waiting around the corner. Let's choose the ones that are best qualified. Now, my team of loan officers is there to accommodate that need. Whether you are a jam-up, rock-solid credit score or you have challenges, my team will guide you in the right direction for the loan program that best suits you and your family based on your budget. How much cash to close do you have? What do your credit scores look like? What's your longevity on the job look like? What's your previous housing history look like? Have you owned a home in the past? All these things come into play when it comes to getting a client properly pre-approved. Now, when you go out with me, I want you to know that your loan is set to go. I have clients and realtors call me every day of the week that says, well, and here, there's two scenarios. Bruce, I got a client. The lender is giving them problems. I just closed one just the other day. Closed one. Client was crying on the phone, had a pre-approval letter from Chase. Chase then turned around and denied the transaction just before they were supposed to close. I picked it up, fixed a couple of things on it. Bang, we're closing. Lady was crying again at my closing table with tears of joy. That's what we want. We want, and listen, it's just because people don't really look at this. When it comes to loan officers, they're mostly inexperienced. My team of assistants that work for me have got way more experience than the average loan officer that I interview for a position out there every day. Now, here's the other case, okay? So you're wanting to buy a property. Right now, it's been really slanted in the sellers on the seller side. We're deeply into a seller's market. However, that's starting to change because the reports are that the numbers came out that there's 44% more houses on the market this month than there was last month. Now, 44% of a very small number is not a big number, but it is a shift in the right direction. So we're not in a buyer's market yet. We're not even close to it, but we're getting closer to a balanced market. And that's important for all of us because who's at a disadvantage right now over everyone else in the market? It is the buyer. And it's the first-time home buyer. It's not the move-up buyer. The move-up buyer sold a house, made more money than they ever expected to make, and they have a ton of money to put down on the new house. But the first-time home buyer doesn't. First-time home buyers are at a disadvantage because the houses went up so sharply in price and interest rates are up that they don't qualify for as much. So we have solutions for that as well. We have low down payment loans like USDA, VA, FHA, 97% conventional. We have down payment assistance like SHIP, Hands, Osceola, Seminole County, Volusia County. We have Hometown Heroes. Hometown Heroes, new program just came out. If you are in law enforcement, first responder, teacher, educator, healthcare worker, daycare worker, if you're certified in those positions, you may qualify for up to $25,000 worth of government money. You want help getting into a house? It's starting to lean a little bit more in the favor of the first-time homebuyer. If you're interested in that, all you have to do is stop everything, pick up the phone, and call me at 407-706-3313 or apply right now online at WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I'm the loan arranger, CrossCountry Mortgage, and I'm committed to helping each and every one of you get a better experience when it comes to your next mortgage. 407-706-3313 or WeBringYouHome.com. Stay tuned. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Radio Show. Welcome back to the Loan Arranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Loan Arranger. If you have questions for me, you can always contact me here at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Any questions about buying real estate, selling real estate, getting a mortgage, what's available in the market today, what are interest rates doing, all those things can be answered for you. And I have loan officers on call today. We are having a beautiful 4th of July weekend, and I'm going to tell you something. Tomorrow you're probably off. You're going to spend some time with the family. Today I'm going to be cooking some burgers and some hot dogs with friends and family, and I hope you're doing the same thing and celebrating the independence that we have. And I'm going to tell you something. This is the best country in the whole world, and I'm proud to be part of it. I'm an immigrant to this country. I was not born in the United States. I swore allegiance to this country, and I consider myself to be blessed to be part of the best country in the whole wide world, regardless of the administration that we have right now, all the garbage that's going on with our country. It's still the best country in the world, and we'll fix it. We just got to get some new people in place. If you have questions for me about anything, you can ask me anything. You want to know about, where to take your wife for dinner? I can help you out with that. You want to know about how to get a best mortgage? I can help you with that. You want to know about fashion? I can help you with that. Oh, you just ask my wife. I am the fashion guru. You want flip-flops and shorts on the weekend? I can show you where to get it, okay? Most of my stuff is at the Big and Tall store. So, if you know me, I'm a big guy, 6'4", 260 pounds, so I need the big stuff. Anyways, let's get down to business and talk about what's important in the market right now. You're out shopping for property. I've got all the programs that you could possibly need, and I've got loan officers on call right now. You just pick up the phone and text me at 407-706-3313. If you are a real estate agent, don't waste your time with lenders that aren't going to be there for you. Select a lender that cares about you and has your best interest in mind. All you got to do is team up with me, the Loan Arranger. Now, other things. We're all talking about Hometown Heroes, okay? Hometown Heroes, new down payment assistance program. There's great things about Hometown Heroes. I love it. We're putting lots of them together for folks right now that are first responders and healthcare workers and anybody that fits into the category of what would qualify for you to get up to $25,000 in government money. Now, there are pros and cons to everything. So I am going to be teaching a class on, what day is my class on Homes for Heroes? Here it is. It's going to be Wednesday, the 20th of this month from 6 to 7:30. It'll be in Winter Park at the Ale House. And you need to register right away because I only have 45 seats and about half of them I think are already filled up. I'll have to check with Jeanette if there's any availability. But you want to get into that, whether you're a real estate agent or you want to buy a home. Now listen, this is adults only. I'm going to have food and drinks available for you. We're going to drill down on Hometown Heroes and other down payment assistance and low down payment programs that may be available for you. So listen, it's not an environment for kids. Plus, I'm going to be buying food. But if you're interested in finding out how you could qualify and whether it's the right program for you, maybe there's a better one, maybe there's not. But I'm going to cover all these details. That's going to be Wednesday, the 20th from 6 to 7:30, Miller's Ale House in Winter Park. You must register in advance for this class. It is $20 per person or $30 per couple to get in. Register at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Now, I'm also going to be teaching a class on the 15th of this month in Claremont, Florida on how to make your dream home a reality with my construction perm program. So if you're in real estate and you want to understand how construction perm loans work, I can help you. If you want to build on your own land, I can help you. Just go to webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Check the calendar out. You'll see all the dates of my classes. Or call me and text me right now. Pick up the phone and text me, 407-706-3313. Tell me you want to get into one of my classes, and I'll reserve a spot for you. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger Radio Show so we can talk about more exciting things going on in the Central Florida market. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Loan Arranger Radio Show. My name is Bruce Woodburn. I'm the Loan Arranger, and we're here to help you really navigate this real estate market that we're in right now. But there's some good news going on right now. The housing, new housing listings on the market were up by 44% this month from last month, 44%. Now, that's 44% of a very low number. So there are more houses on the market. And what that's doing is shifting us closer to a balanced market. Now, let's get real. We're not in a buyer's market. We're not even close to a buyer's market. A buyer's market is 5 to 6 months of inventory. Right now, we have about 4 weeks worth of inventory, maybe 5 weeks right now with the extra inventory that we got on. Now, I think that you're going to start seeing sellers get a lot less greedy on, and maybe I shouldn't use the word greedy, trying to optimize or maximize their profits. So sellers were getting more than ask price. Buyers were paying over ask price just to get the deal. I think those deals are slowly going by the wayside, and we're going to become more realistic. And then you should be able to go in with a full price offer and not pay over full price in most areas of Central Florida. Now, some areas still have extremely low inventory, and I don't know if you're going to be able to negotiate that. But here's what you can do: you can make sure that when you're out looking for a property, that your loan is so secure that the lender will promise the seller that they'll pay them up to $500 a day if that closing is missed. $500 a day. Who does that? That's crazy. The Loan Arranger does that. That's right. If you get pre-approved by me, you've given me all your docs. I have what I need. I not only have pre-qualified you, pre-approved you, I pre-underwrite you, meaning that your loan's already fully approved by an underwriter. You know, most pre-approval letters are written by the loan officer. There's never been a loan officer in the entire planet that's ever approved a loan. Loan officers don't approve loans. Underwriters approve loans. So why does the loan officer get to write a pre-approval letter when they can't physically approve the loan? They can only pre-approve it. Well, why not have a fully approved loan? That way, you go in to make an offer on a property. I call the seller, I call the seller's agent, and I guarantee you that my client, which is you, will close on time without any problems whatsoever, or I'll pay the seller up to $500 a day. That's the Loan Arranger promise. I don't know anybody else that does that, but I do that. If you're a real estate agent, you want to team up with the team that does that, your offers are accepted more often, like 70% more often, then team up with me. I'm applying for the job. 407-706-3313. I'm the Loan Arranger, helping folks throughout Central Florida for 33 years become homeowners, refinance homes, and save money. Now, talking about refinances, is it still the right time to refinance? Probably not the right time to refinance if you're looking to lower your rate or get rid of PMI. So PMI or MIP probably isn't the right time to do that. When is the right time to do that? I think that we'll see a little bit of a break in the market come October, November, and definitely by February, March. So hold off till then. Don't get caught up with these lenders as soon as rates start to drop again, and they're not dropping soon, okay? They're going to go up before they go down. They're going to probably hit 6.25 here in another 3 weeks or maybe a month, and then 7 probably by the end of August will be in the 7% range. And here's the thing. Don't worry about it. Whatever you get right now, still buy. We'll refinance it. We'll refinance your loan anyway. You're married to the house. You're dating the interest rate. That's all. We're going to change the interest rate. I just closed on 2 houses. I'm looking at buying 2 more right now. My interest rate's just as high as yours is. I don't like it any more than you do. But I know what's happening to the housing industry, and it's going to continue to grow. And it's going to continue to grow at record paces. Now, I don't mean records like we saw in the last 2 years, but record paces over national averages. We will always get more appreciation in Florida. You're going to do great. Buy real estate. Don't worry about the interest rate as much. You don't have to like it. You just have to do it. And we're all doing it right now. But we're going to be in the market. I made 2 major mistakes in real estate and in finance. First major mistake, I didn't buy enough properties after the crash in 2008 and 9. I didn't buy enough properties. I should have bought more. I was scared. probably a lot like you are going into a recession that we're in right now. The government doesn't tell us we're in a recession, but you and I know it. What we're paying for groceries and fuel, come on, we're in a recession. There's no question about it. Inflation is higher than it's been in 47 years. We're in a recession. It's okay. We're going to come out of the recession. It's not going to be a bad one, but it's still ugly while we're in it. Buy property. That was my mistake. I didn't buy enough property. That's why they say rich get richer and poor get poorer. You know why? Poor people are afraid to buy in a recession. Rich people are smart because they know that's the buying opportunity. Buy in a recession. Don't worry about the rate. We'll refinance it. You're going to experience in Central Florida right now. Your median sales price is about $390. I believe that's going to go to $640 by 2026. Okay, that's only in 4 or 5 years from now. 2026, we should be in the 640s. I'm buying Ocala. I'm buying Daytona. I think we're going to see 600s in 2026. Okay, right now you can buy under 300. Why don't you think that's a buying opportunity? Okay, if renting. Let's talk about rent control. This is all over the news. It's all rent control. We want rent control. Here's what you don't want. You do not want rent control. Even if you're struggling to pay rent, rent control is going to make it worse for you, not better. Don't listen to all your ridiculous government people talking about rent control right now, because the reason they do that is it sounds good to you if you're a tenant. It sounds like, oh my God, you got to control my rent. My rent's out of control. Here's what happens to rent control. And you can look this up for yourself. In any city that's done rent control, it's gone the exact opposite. Because what happens is the investors that are currently renting to you, their cost went up, so they had to raise their prices. Interest rates went up, taxes went up, insurance is through the roof. You got to raise your rent. Now, let's just think about this. If you enact rent control, what's going to happen is the investor will sell the house. You still aren't buying because you're not buying right now. You're still a renter. Sell the house and move into an area that doesn't have rent control. It makes sense. And what happened then is the rents got even higher in the area that you're looking at because there's less properties for sale because the landlords are too restricted. Now, let me just put it to you this way. Let's just make it simple. Let's just say that you are let's just say you're a teacher, okay? And your company comes to you and says, look, we can only give you a 5% raise no matter what you do with your occupation, okay? And you go, 5%? Well, I'm up for 10% raise because I just got these new accreditations. No, you can only get 5%. You're going to move to go get a higher rate of pay, right? If you're a doctor and the state came to you and said, you can only raise your rates by 5%, you're going to move out of that area into a place that gives you the rate that you can earn. You don't want your employer to limit your income. Why would you want somebody else to limit their profits as well? It doesn't make sense. That's not a real democracy. That's not capitalism. 407-706-3313 for the Loan Arranger. That's 407-706-3313. Or you can go to my website at webringyouhome.com. If you'd like any information on what's going on in the market and how you can get the best possible mortgage for you, that's what I'm there for. Where it's a beautiful Sunday. It's a great time to be out looking at property. I've got loan officers on call today, all day long, ready to help you. If you're in real estate, stop looking around at these lenders that don't do the job. Get a lender that has a high closing rate, on-time closing rate. That's me. I've got every program you can possibly think of. I'm in all 50 states. Look at my loan programs that I have. Down payment assistance, VA, FHA, conventional, construction perm, rehab loans, renovation loans of any kind of sorts, bank statement loans, no tax return loans. You name it, I got it. There's two types of loans I don't do: commercial and land loans. Those are the only type of loans I don't do. But my construction perm loans, I can include the land in them. You got whatever you need. I'm in all 50 states. You want to buy in Oklahoma? You want to buy in Kansas? You want to buy in Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee? You name it, I got it. I can help you with it. You want a great lender? You want somebody that cares about you? I'm applying for the job. My name is Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. They call me the Loan Arranger. I want you to know that you can count on me to make sure that you and your family are safe when it comes to getting your next real estate transaction. You need a great mortgage. You want somebody you can count on. You want somebody you can pull in my driveway and see me and shake my hand and meet with me in person. I'm there to help you. Something goes wrong on your transaction, I'm there to fix it. I will fix that problem. That's my commitment to you. Isn't that what you want when it comes to a professional? If you hired an attorney, don't you want somebody that's going to really fight for you? If you're hiring a doctor to do surgery, don't you want somebody that's just going to be a bulldog on making sure they tackle the problem and get you fixed so you can get healthy again? Don't you want that? Or you just want the cheap doctor? You want the cheap doctor? You want the cheap CPA? You want the cheap attorney? You want the cheap lender? You can have all those. The results are poor. You want great results? Come to a professional. Come to somebody that's got the integrity. Come to somebody that's got the experience. Come to somebody that is asking you for the opportunity to help you. Somebody that wants to earn your business. That's me, the Loan Arranger, Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage, 407-706-3313, or my website at webringyouhome.com. I want you to feel confident in referring your friends and family, your children to me. I mean, right now, I've got generations, 3 generations of people, grandparents, parents, and children that I'm helping, all in the same families. It's an honor. It's just an honor. It's an honor to be part of this country on this beautiful 4th of July weekend. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I appreciate the confidence that you have to take care of your family. That means a lot to me. It really does. There's so many wonderful families that I've met being the years on the air that I've been here. Just one great family after another. And people that have become friends. And you know, every year I have a Christmas party at my house for all my clients called Cookies and Milk with Santa Claus. We bring Santa Claus in, the real Santa Claus. And we get to hang out, have some food, have some drinks, let the kids play. And it's just a great time. That's the things that I do that are different. You're not going to get the guy that owns Rocket Mortgage to invite you over to your house, his house. No. You're not going to get Wells Fargo president to invite you over to the house. You're not going to get Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan Chase to invite you over to his house. You're going to get to come to the Loan Arranger's house. All you got to do is become part of the family. That's what I'm here for. 407-706-3313. You need anything at all when it comes to your financing, I'm here to help you. Let's talk about the market just in the last few minutes of this segment. Interest rates are going up. They went up a little bit more this week, but it was pretty flat. It wasn't huge. It wasn't a bloodbath in the market, but they went up. They're expected to go up. It's a volatile market. We're already in the high 5s, pushing the 6s. Probably see 7s by August. It's okay. We're still going to buy property. We're just going to refinance out of it when they drop back down. I anticipate that we'll start to see a settlement in October. Okay, maybe November after the midterms, depending on how the midterms turn out for us. Okay, do the right thing, get the right people in, get these idiots that are in there now out. We got to get this administration out. Or the bleeding will continue. We don't want this to go on another 4 years after this. This is ridiculous. We need to stabilize everything here. And I think doing the right thing for the country is getting the people out that are in there now. And if you voted for these people, that's fine. We don't hold it against you. Let's just move on and get it fixed. If you have questions for the Loan Arranger, you want my help, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you, and I promise you'll always get the best when it comes to a mortgage, real estate transaction, advice of anyone in the industry. Because you ask anybody that I've done a mortgage for in the past, they'll tell you I'm committed. And I'm committed to making sure you always get honest and excellent advice. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger radio show. Please apply online at webringyouhome.com. That's webringyouhome.com. Or call or text me right now at 407-706-3313. I'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Loan Arranger show. Welcome back to the last segment of the Loan Arranger Radio Show with Bruce Woodburn, CrossCountry Mortgage. I hope you've been enjoying the show and enjoying this beautiful 4th of July weekend out there. So much to do, so much to offer in this great state of Florida that we live in. But I wanted to cover just a couple of things before we wrap up the show. If you want to get into my Hometown Heroes class, find out if Hometown Heroes is the right thing for you, and explore other down payment assistance options, please register at webringyouhome.com. That's going to be on Wednesday, the 20th of July from 6 to 7:30. It is an evening class. There will be food and drinks involved, but it is a learning moment. Please, no kids, just adults. $20 per head to get in, or $30 per couple. If you bring a friend, I have discounts available for you as well. But listen, it's only 45 seats. I'm going to have to do one of these each month, maybe 2 a month. But right now, I've only got one scheduled for this month. We want to see how long the Hometown Heroes money really lasts and how many people are really getting into this program. Now, I got a little something for you here. I want to just test this out on you guys while I've got you on the air, or while you're listening to me. I had some questions about credit, and I find that it's interesting what people think does and doesn't do to help your credit. Most of the time when I find people that say, hey, I don't want you to pull my credit because I'm trying to fix something. Don't try to fix things. You're going to make it worse. I had a client the other day whose credit was horrible because they were paying monthly on a bad debt to pay the bad debt off because they were threatened that they would be taken to collections. So what? Take me to collections. It doesn't make any difference. Now, I can tell you that I can help you fix your credit much easier and much faster than you can. You will make mistakes that can cost you dearly. So I have a little quiz for you then. Which of the following will not hurt your credit or the length of credit? Which of the following will not hurt your length of credit history? Paying off an auto loan, refinancing a loan, or downgrading a credit card to avoid an annual fee? Which of the following will not hurt your length of credit history? Paying off an auto loan, refinancing a home loan, or downgrading a credit card to avoid annual fee? The answer is C. Downgrading a credit card to avoid an annual fee will not hurt your credit history or the length of credit. Those are the things that you get. Most people don't pick that answer. I'm here to help guide you in the right direction. I'm the Loan Arranger, CrossCountry Mortgage, here to make sure that your experience when it comes to getting a mortgage is the best possible experience. I want to make sure that we're always doing things to help you get a better interest rate, better and lower closing costs, all the financing options that are available to you, and connect you with the right real estate agent or builder out there as well. If you're out there looking to buy a home, call me. I'm applying for the job. I've got everything you could need, plus excellent service. You're not going to get routed to India for a phone call and speak to them. Believe me, I bank with Truist. I call Truist, who used to be SunTrust. I go to India. I'm so tired of that. I'm going to close my account over there. Just not something I'm interested in, is having all my private banking data shift over to an outside country. I don't even care if it's Canada. I don't want it out of my country. I want my bank to keep my private information. Don't you want that? Then call me. I'm a direct lender. I don't sell private information to anyone. You know that your mortgage company probably does. Your credit company probably does. You apply for a mortgage. You apply for a car loan. They sell that data all over the place. You get something for free like Credit Karma or one of these things that say it's free, or your taxes prepared for free. You are now their product that they sell the data. Don't fall for it. Call the Loan Arranger at 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313. Or go to my website at webringyouhome.com. Please, webringyouhome.com. The Loan Arranger will be calling you right back, or you can text me at that number as well. I promise you'll get a great mortgage, a great rate, and great service. You have a great 4th of July weekend. God bless America, and God bless each and every one of you. Take care.